Today, from M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland, it's Week 12 of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens taking on Justin Fields and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland and M&T Bank Stadium. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Raven team as they get ready here. They come in playing some decent football, 5-3 in their last 8 games.
And last week's win was indicative of how good this team can be. It was a complete performance.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And bottom line, when you're the starting QB, what is it?
Get the W.
Get the W.
They did that last week.
Right, you got that done. Wasn't always pretty. There were some great moments. He threw 4 touchdown passes.
But got to eliminate those mistakes.
Got to take care of that, because otherwise that could come back and bite him in another ball game.
They'll start on the ground with Harris. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. 20 carries, 121 yards.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff, because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
Again, it's Harris on second down. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
That's swung out wide to Harris. And some space here. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. A big play there on the catch and run. 52 yards. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. To throw is Fields. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down here, Mike Tomlin says, let's just get 3. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start, because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well. So your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now they're up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
The Ravens offense going to work, and as usual, it's Lamar Jackson, the former MVP of the league, at the helm.
Okay, I'm not taking a turn to negative town, even though it's going to sound like it. The 2 interceptions he threw last week, those obviously have to be eliminated, and that was the focus of practice this week. but let's face it, he did throw 3 touchdown passes.
And they got the win.
And they got the win, so I think it was a good week for him to work on things. Had some positives, the win being first and foremost. Now he's just got to eliminate those interceptions.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Jackson now. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. On 3rd down, Jackson, and he fires one that's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick, and the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Fields. Hitting Juju on the slant. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris. His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Fields trying to throw for it. Flushed out right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. If they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in week 4. And it was the Ravens getting the road victory in that one. So now they'll look to finish off the season sweep here. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And he'll bring it back to about the 5-yard line.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks and remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around him and tell everybody to get it together. Let's get some focus going here because maybe he just sensed that maybe the whole team wasn't ready to play.
Yeah, well, they've gone interception, now fumble. Again, it's Harris. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. That's caught. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
Well, they moved up from the 3 to the 2. You would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start out here with the option left. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Handoff up the middle. Hunt. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. They'll give to Hunt here on the option. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. The numbers on the ground for Hunt a week ago. 19 carries, 93 yards.
They put a lot of effort into game playing and establishing this ground game last week, and the reward was a nice day rushing the ball. Helped them put a balanced offense out on the field. And that carry is an indicator that this ground game wants to be established again this week.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll give to Hunt here on the option. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Now on 2nd and 13. Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for the 1st down with Hunt. And Hunt is not going to get there. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead them to 4th down. Tucker's kick is good. And they're on the board now. It's 15-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard. Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point a drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Flush to his right. Fields hit and the ball is loose. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Back to throw. Fields. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the 1st at the 32. They're going for it. This is Harris. And he's able to get the 1st before he's taken down at the 36. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Fields now to throw. And this throw incomplete. Defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And now another one thrown incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the 1st half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it. Can't afford any more missteps, though.
Here's the option going left on 2nd down. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. And Pittsburgh with 6 defensive backs in the game here on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this 1st half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards up first and second down.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They were able to defeat Houston last week. They lead things here as well as they try to make it 2 victories in a row. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Play action. It's Fields. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. This offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And this will stay a 12-point game. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55, but you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Jackson. And his pass incomplete.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a 2nd one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
And that is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
It'll be a 41-yard punt, giving 5 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A play fake, now Fields to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. He gets it complete to Harris. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 4th down. They run for it with Harris. And this is going to be a Steelers 1st down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Out of the gun, Fields. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. From the 39, Fields. Now they go screen. It's complete. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. He'll buy some time right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Now it's Fields. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Fields. It's brought in by Harris. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Fields. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. on the delay. Here's Harris. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll run again with Harris. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On the give, this is Harris. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. They hand this off to Harris. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They snap it to Fields. This will be caught at about the 6. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And that will force a turnover on downs. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Throwing is Jackson. Steps away to his left. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Second quarter in Cleveland. And that is now a 2-touchdown lead for the Browns in that game. Nick Chubb off to a hot start. 2 first-half touchdowns. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 45. Here's Fields. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And the Ravens are going to have it here just past the 25. The clock showing just 16 seconds till the half as they line up 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. On 2nd down and 4, Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin our tour up at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. And it's the Browns who have the lead in the second quarter. Nick Chubb with 2 touchdowns thus far. From there, we'll head to Green Bay. Check out the Packers at home, Lambeau, and they've got the lead in that ball game over the visiting Jaguars. Tim Patrick, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City. See what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Minnesota Vikings. Robbie Anderson, a touchdown reception. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team. of Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They'll run again with Hunt. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
It's third down and 12.
Now it's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Well, it goes a 42, making a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Fields on first down. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
They'll give to Hunt here on the option. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll give to Hunt here on the option. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. Finding space at the 40. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now a give. Running left is Harris. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. On 2nd and 11 now. Fields. High throw, but he makes the catch. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 38-yard line. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Meanwhile, Fields' throw taken in here by Jackson. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 22-yard line. Looking to throw. Fields. They try to set up the screen. Oh, nearly disaster. But it's incomplete. Not much chance of that working. Almost intercepted at 2nd down. Escapes the sack. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. That's going to be caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
That's interference.
So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris taking it in from a yard out as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me, and they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that, so you really give yourself an advantage.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On second down, right back to Hunt. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. This is Hunt on the draw play. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 52 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries. Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. Jackson slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a handoff up the middle. Reed. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Hunt will try going up the middle. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Jackson. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. Green's got it over the middle. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 15-yard line. So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll give to Hunt here on the option. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Here's Jackson to throw. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. Mark Andrews with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Tucker with the extra point. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. A 10-play drive that time. And it's Mark Andrews who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Najee Harris and the rest of this offense work their way back onto the field.
He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground because now he's loosened up the defense, right?
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And his throw here's incomplete. The offense on third down, they're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This will be 3rd and 19. Jackson from the shotgun. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Harris. They're going to hurry back to the line now. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Here we go on 4th down. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 2nd down. A shotgun snap. Fields. It's complete to Hopkins. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 42. Operating from the gun. Fields. Throw left side complete. That's Jackson. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. And they're going to speed things up here. On first down, Fields. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now the first carry for Bush. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. To throw is Fields.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bush. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. Jackson and the Ravens, here they come. Down by 12. A minute 45 to play. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Now Jackson. That is caught. Bateman. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
The Ravens moving quickly here as the clock runs.
Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing. Jackson. Jackson to Bateman there for the Baltimore first. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Jackson to throw.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
William Jackson with a pick.
For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Buying time to his left. It'll go as a gain of 9, and that should write an ending to this one. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Fields going to keep it once more.
And he is going to lose yardage here. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.
So for the Steelers, the win is a good one for morale, but little else as they move to 3-8. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Sports.